Heihachiru Oshio, police officer to social reformer. I could have said police officer to Osaka's Robin Hood, but that's not quite right because Robin Hood is fictional and Oshio is real. Also, the one battle he started was over in a matter of hours. His legacy lives on, however, and one fellow who is known for bold statements and his own dramatic exit said that Oshio is the fierce type of hero that Westerners would do well to study if they wish to understand the essence of the Japanese spirit. Well, my name's Jim Jensen, and in the next few minutes I will pass on the little bit that I have learned about Oshio. He was born in Osaka in the 1790s. He was known as an intelligent, disciplined, somewhat fiery young man who became a police officer at a time when Osaka was riddled with corruption. He refused to be corrupted and fought that corruption. When he retired, he became a Confucian scholar. He started a small school and taught Yang Mingism, which was a branch of Neo-Confucianism. The pertinent idea of Yang Mingism was the unity of action and knowledge. If you know something, you have to take action on that knowledge, or it is useless. Well, at the time, the Tokugawa shogunate was not only corrupt, it was inept, and there was tremendous economic inequality. Then, in the 1830s, crop failures led to famine. People were dying in the street. And Oshio knew that the corruption, the ineptitude, and the fact that some traders were hoarding rice to improve the price made things worse. So he and 300 followers took action. On February 19th, 1837, he signaled his followers by setting his own home on fire and shooting a cannon at the home of a police officer. The idea was to get the rice stored in warehouses and distribute it to the starving. They set fires, hoping that the resulting chaos would give rise to other citizens joining the uprising. This map shows where some of the action took place. There is a marker on Highway 1 that shows where the first cannonballs struck a tree in the police officer's yard. Around the corner from there, there's an elementary school that stands where there was once a shrine that was the gathering place for his followers. Once they got the signal to start, they set fires and headed south. They went to the Namba Bridge, which is no longer there, but would have looked something like this. They crossed the bridge, setting fires, got into the Kitahama district, and there they were confronted by Tokugawa troops. They were outgunned, outmanned, outtrained, and within hours the uprising was quelled. Most of the followers were killed, some committed suicide, and those who were captured were tortured. Oshio escaped and was on the run for about a month before they found him hiding on the property of one of his followers, which is now in Utsubo Park. Park, which is famous for the tennis center and the rose garden, also has this marker which says this is the area where they discovered Oshio and where he set the building he was in on fire before killing himself. The rebellion was a fiasco. Lives were lost, 3,000 buildings burned, and tons of rice were destroyed. It was counterproductive. Oshio's legacy lives on, however. He's a folk hero whose story is taught in schools. He's depicted in kabuki, and anybody going through the McDonald's drive-in in Yodogawa Ward is treated to this wonderful mural that reminds us of how important Oshio is to Osaka. His gravestone, by the way, is in Tema, not far from where all the action took place. And that's it. You know everything I know. If you enjoy stories like this, read Osaka, Osaka. It's full of them.